feel like in the US, and I think I said this on Friday, I think in the US, you get a lot of cosigns. So like Diddy would co-sign this or co-sign that. Jay would co-sign this. Fat Joe would be like, yeah, like these lot, Kanye would co-sign this, but here you don't really get it. Or maybe it's coming. I don't know. But I think UK music-wise, and probably music in general, we're in that space where F was saying that we're not making quality music.
I don't think we're not making quality music.
The stuff that's being churned out, this stuff's not lasting. Like, we're not going to remember it in probably give it maybe a year. I'll say 2 years. And that's me being kind. In a year's time, we're not going to remember certain artists that are dropping albums and everywhere and doing this and on JD and doing this and this designer and that and this. And I'm like, in a couple years, when they decide to stop making music, no one's really going to care.
I kind of hear you on that, you know. I was going to ask a question. I think it's more. Oh, it's a question and a statement, actually. In fact, let me give you a question. Why do you think there's no quality music? I feel like I partly have the answer, but I'll get to it. Why is there a lack of quality music in the UK? I personally think it's beyond the UK as well.
Again, to draw back what we spoke about on Saturday. If we're talking music, then producer-wise, maybe we don't have enough cold producers. There are cold ones that are out there. You got J5. The other ones have left my head now. We was literally talking about them on Saturday or Friday. But producers of that level, but maybe they don't work with enough people. So like how I guess the US, they've got a Hit Boy, they've got Timbaland, they've got Guru, they've got others that you will hear snippets of them on different albums. We're not getting, I don't feel like over here, we don't get a lot of that. And that goes back to what I was saying before, is just the mentality and the culture we have over here. Man don't really want to work with other, when in interviews, when man ask, like, who are you listening to? Who are you listening to now, big man? I don't really listen to music, you know? Like, what? Like, come on, let's be real. But yeah, to answer your question, Rich, I think producer-wise, I don't think we have enough of like top quality producers.
Do you know what I think it kind of is? Particularly more so these days. I think what's running, I'm going to say the music industry more so now than then is social media and algorithms. Somebody will rather have a hot 15 seconds of a song. If you're an artist right now, it makes more sense to have a hot 15 seconds of a song that people can chop up and edit their reels and their TikToks to. Yeah. Right now, if you want to be the best-selling artist, there's bare artists that or like music that I hear on social media. I don't know who makes it. I don't know the artist. I don't know what they look like, but I've heard it a million times.
The prime example is that it's like, is it Talking to the Moon?
Oh, Dan.
Yeah.
Bro, who's the artist?
I think I heard that and I was out.
I looked into it.
I definitely, we were out of place, fam.
I couldn't tell you.
I looked into it. I saw it's some black brother. I think he's from like up north, and he's just got a hot section. A man's got a hot 15 seconds, and he's like, it looks like he's blown up. I think he's got a check mark. He's probably making a lot of money and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that shit is not what we're here for as music fans. That you can't make a code like that doesn't the environment shapes the product, doesn't it? If you live in water, you're probably going to be a fish. Do you know what I'm saying? Or you're not going to breathe. You're not going to need that much air.
Yeah.
Say amphibious.
You go fins aside.
It's going to take a while before you can make it onto land. And I think that the environment right now is different. I feel like what America had for a long time is what the UK had until, I'm going to say, the UK industry clock, that we can just fast forward this thing and make it like the Americans. I think American artists and hip hop artists were ignored for a very long time. So you had a mad catalog, extensive. You had, like, when you think about the top or the hip hop route, Mount Rushmore, man are old, bro. Who's under 50? When you think about like the proper legends or the producers,
ages,
they're all big ages.
Yeah.
I feel like the UK was building towards that for a long time until somebody clocked on, this grinding's kind of hot, let's inject it. And now we're in this algorithm space. So I don't think we're going to get that like depth and like, I'm going to say passion somewhat, or like love for the thing in the same way. Because right now, and also a lot of the UK artists, they were doing it for quite a while with no love. And they needed P. So eventually you kind of sell out. You do what you're going to make. And I'm not saying these aren't good songs, but you're going to make a night or a Brown Eyes and stuff. I think they're brilliant songs. I'm just using this example. But that's not what Kano came into the industry making. He wasn't making music like that. And then it turns you into something else. And I think when you look back through the history of probably like any genre before it goes pop, the best music is before it goes pop.
It's a shot. And it's a tough one, man. And I think, when you look at like the UK music scene right now, I don't know, man. People keep saying, the UK doesn't make great music and whatnot. And on some part, I'm inclined to agree. But it depends who you're listening to. But I think what is like at the forefront probably isn't the best music.
Yeah.
And now we're in that sample stage now where songs we grew up listening to in the like late 90s, 2000s are being sampled. Cheap,
awfully used samples.
So it's a bit of it's a messy stage, man. But people are making pee off of it, which is I can see why they do it. But then longevity, I'm not sure, man. And the UK scene as a whole is in a weird place. And off mic we were talking, and I just want to say I'm sick of Stormzy slander. I've had enough.
He does get a lot of it. He does get a lot of it.
One of the great not too long ago, we were questioning him to be an industry plant. Not too long ago.
No, there are rumors, and I understand why people would say that. Like he's a brand deal machine, but I think he's bare talented. People like treat him like he's, I don't know, just like some pop star, and randomly on like Apple, you got like your Apple station or whatever, and a couple of Stormzy tunes like popped up, and I was like, this is cold music, but I just don't understand the disconnect, and why he isn't, I don't know, admired or heralded as much as I think he should be for someone who's as big and successful as he is. Too many. I see Sleep. This is on a lot of podcasts.
Say too much, too fast.
Too much, too fast. That's the problem.
You think, Rich?
I think so. He blew up quick. And he was, do you know what he was as well? And I'm not saying this is a disrespect or whatever, but he was like the first grime star to go viral. When you put it with like Shut Up and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of went viral. And it doesn't mean you don't have the talent when you go viral, but often a lot of people that go viral don't have the talent. Mm-hmm. So it's easy to just say, oh, well, you know what, he just went viral kind of thing. But I know I rate Stormzy. I think he's very good. And I think he's made very good albums as well. What was the second one now? Can't remember. But it didn't get champion. Heavy as the Head is the second one. First one was GSAP, Gang Signs and Prayers, isn't it? The second album was good. It got quite slept on, to be fair.
Mm-hmm. Mm. I think so. And we were talking about like legends and whatnot as well off mic, and saying that in terms of like UK music, in US music, their kind of icons and whatnot managed to like transcend just music. And we were thinking about people who in the UK could possibly do so. What was Kano we had?
I think we had Kano. I think Wretch was in there. I feel like there's a name missing. If you want to put Tiny Temper in there as well, I don't think he was mentioned on Friday, but his name pops up in my head. I think the thing, to go back to the Stormzy thing, I think not the thing, but what I think of is, I think in the UK, this tends to happen quite a bit. There, like what Rich said with the too much, too quick, it's we like you. You do something cold, we like you. You keep doing a few more cold things. Excuse me, we like you. Then there, for some reason, happens to be, or what I feel like is a big jump, and then there's a disconnect. So I think with Stormzy, and this has happened to, I feel like it's happened to a few other artists, is that they're making the music that we like, then it gets like popular or mainstream, or whatever you want to call it. Then it's like, oh, this is no longer for the ones who fell in love with it to begin with. So then when we don't care, those are the opinions that you hear of, oh, he's this, he's that, he's industry plant, he's whatever it is. But quality-wise, I don't think he's changed much. He's probably improved, if anything. But I think with you
singing on tunes and that.
Yeah. I think with UK artists, there's always like they get to a certain level, then it's like they disappear. So we don't get another album for a year and a half or 2 years. Whereas previously it was every other year, or you get a tune, or you get something from there. So it's the too much too quick. Then they disappear, or there's a big jump, and then it's like, oh, you're like, we can no longer reach you or touch you. So now it's okay, who's next on like lower down that we can kind of more relate to. Yeah, that's what, for me, that's when I'm looking at it, that's what I think sometimes happens with UK artists in general.
I compare it to like the football kind of space as well, like where there's a player who's smashing it up, doing this thing, scoring goals and coming through. Like Rooney is kind of like the prime example. Like they love him, they build him up. He's the next White Pele, as they were calling him. And then it gets to a point where it's like, we've got to break him down kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then they start finding chinks in the armor, flaws in your character. And then they just want to watch you crumble all the way back down, then they'll go build someone else up. So like a Jack Grealish, for instance. He could possibly be the next example of it. And everyone's saying, oh, he's amazing. He deserves a move away from Villa. And then they're saying he's got to play for England. He starts playing for England. Everyone loves him. He gets his move, his £100 million move. And now everyone's like, shit. There's something in the water over here.
It's specific to the UK. It seems.
It's definitely a British or British UK mentality. We'll pick you up when we feel like you can, to some extent, help us in whatever capacity it might be, feelings wise, emotionally. Represent us, right? But then the minute we feel like you don't, it's like, oh no, you're not for us anymore. Yeah, he's doing all of that. Yeah, he's not good anymore.
Gigs again, the rapper Gigs, everyone. He's got the UK national anthem. Like we're all over him.
Yeah.
Crazy historic tunes. Yada yada yada. Links up with Drake. It's getting big now. Now it's Gigs is kind of shit, you know.
Yeah.
And then now he's kind of coming back.
Now he's back. Now it's like, yeah.
UK is a crazy place, man. We've got to mention Skepta as well. He transcends music.
Yes, I think that's the other person that I was missing. Yeah.
Fashion, art, yada, yada, yada. But yeah, I think Dave probably is the next on that pathway. Who will probably step outside music, fashion, design, everything. But
I can see that.
It's a mad place, man. And this all just stemmed from a conversation about whether or not Krept and Konan are UK legends.
And even I was thinking while we was talking, for me anyway, to even ask that question goes to the point we were just talking about. Why should we really be? I guess it's for conversation purposes, but in my eyes, they are. If they're not, then who are we replacing them with? Yeah.
If not us, then who?
Yeah. So for me, I've never been their biggest artist or listened to all of their albums, but I know they make good music and I know they've done a lot in music in the UK. So to say they're not music legends in the UK, I'd love to know who people would pick to replace them.
Krept and Konan legends.
I wish he's going to say something controversial. I know it. I can see it. He's just trying to find the words.
I'm trying to work out my angles, fam.
Go left, Rich, man.
I think they are. I think they are. Though I can see why a lot of people could say they're not.
Start with that, because I'd love to know the reason why.
Why they're not?
Yeah. Because I feel like I kind of can, but I'm not sure. So say what you're going to say.
I would say it's probably my only criticism of Krept and Konan, to be fair, in that their style, I'm going to say the punchline kind of style, I feel like it works well for radio. It works well for social media or algorithms or whatever. And I'm not saying that they blew strictly to that. I'm just saying I think it's more coincidence in this instance. And of course, they were making music before a lot of these platforms existed, and they were making good music before it as well. I'm going to say, yeah, they're definitely UK legends. I think, and again, to why I think some people say they're not, is because they're very, let me say, frontline in a way. They do a good job on social media, and they're very present, and they generally, I mean, I feel like they're one of the only artists that you can regularly see on TV. They got the Rap Show UK.
Yeah,
good stuff, man.
They tick a lot of boxes. They've got business in the thing.
Krept and Cons.
But I feel like when you have those things, they're the same things we often take away from people because they've become like too pop. In the same way, the same kind of remarks you talk about Stormzy, Dan. Like, he was ever present, he's done Glastonbury, blah, 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 blah. Man are like, oh, he's too pop, he's not actually good.
Yeah.
They have a lot of those things. But they're UK legends. They're definitely UK legends for me.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards it as well, man. Not leaning towards it. I'm going to say, yeah. I think they're like proper trailblazers. And like as a duo as well, to like continue to be a duo.
Yeah. Can't say we've had many of those that
should be commended. Well. Yeah,
that should be applauded for sure.
Someone who has enough and just falls out and says, "Nah, not for me. We'll go in our separate ways, but everything's okay between us." Them kind of things. Yeah. I think like with the punchline stuff and even like their freestyles, like the 3 a.m.s in Croydon and
Lagos,
2 a.m. in Mitcham.
LA.
And Lagos. And then it started branching out. And then you got the Krept and Cons, sold out tours. Good albums, commercial hits, Freak of the Week, stuff like that. Big
That's
radio.
the bit of the algorithm thing I'm talking about, like almost.
Yes.
Yeah. I think they know how to do it. I think they know what they're doing and they know that it's going to work. But that's not, I think if you only see a section of their work, you might think that's them.
I don't think that's them as a whole. And but we mentioned this on Friday as well. We're having our debate amongst our friends about collaborations which are like forced by the machine and stuff. And sometimes you get a fair bit of that with when you got label back in, like you'll have just like a random link up. But I think Freak of the Week definitely worked.
I think it does, yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm leaning towards them being legends, man. And Krept's a legend as well for going halves on childcare fees.
Yeah. Funny topic, that one.
Yeah, this was doing the rounds, what? A bit over a week or so ago?
I think everyone's calmed down. And stop shouting on spaces.
Yeah, I woke up in the morning. I think the day after people were talking about. No, it was actually the morning of, and there was this was like AM. I don't even think I had breakfast yet, and there was like a Twitter space. People getting, I said, you lot.
Some man ain't even out of bed yet. Talking in spaces from the bed.
Fam, you lot gotta get to work or do something because this is unproductive. I guess in regards to that. Yeah, I think we spoke about it before off mic, obviously. Whatever your setup is, if you're happy with it and it works for you, then that's cool. I think Krept was in one of the spaces explaining himself. I've not heard, I didn't hear what he had to say, but I think he responded to, I think it was Young Tef was saying something about it. And he was like, yeah, I've woken up to people talking about my finances on Twitter. I was like, when you break it down, it's actually mad what people are doing.
It's a crazy place, man.
It's ridiculous.
There's a lot of passion as well. I'm seeing people shouting about people that aren't going to give them any money, they're not going to get a cut of it, and it doesn't affect their balance or overdraft if you're in that. It's mad. The passion that I've seen, is mad. I think if people applied this to, I guess, I don't know, more productive lanes, that everyone will be flying. But yeah, I woke up and looked on Twitter. I see a guy, I'm opening a space, he's in a space, I log off, I come back on about 12, another space there again, 4 o'clock, he's in another space, 8 o'clock, another space. Like, I'm thinking, raw, you might have a day off, or you're just ingrained in this space stuff. Crazy, man. Shouting in rooms, man.
Yeah.
Messy place. But this is again, I think this is another part of like the UK entertainment environment. You need the drama that comes with it, and that's more like American.
100%.
Yeah.
The love and hip hop type stuff. I'm waiting for the love and grime and love and UK rap. I think this is all part of what people want in like that entertainment space.
Yeah, like of all the things that usually like of this manner that happen, where it's just people chucking their opinions in a pot. This story for some reason felt like a lot of like nothing. Like we're literally talking about nothing. Those two have decided to split, I think it was nursery fees for their daughter, for whatever reason. I don't know what the actual reason was. Like, so what is it? What are we discussing here? Why are we we're discussing what you think you would do with the money that you don't have.
Yeah.
And I think
millionaires business, man.
Yeah, exactly. And one of some guy, I don't know who she is, on one of these spaces was like, I think what's the girl's name? His girl's name, Sasha.
Sasha.
Sasha. Elise.
She was saying that Krept has set him up or set their daughter up for life. And then my girl was like, oh, like we're not talking about like in the future. We're not talking about like, yeah, like we're talking about now. And then I just heard that and I was like, and I said it in the group, I was like, setting up for life means like right now. That also includes, it also includes half an hour from now, an hour, tomorrow, 24 hours, 48 hours.
We're in that now, yeah.
Like she's cool. Not when she turns 10 or 15, 16, whatever. Like she's cool. Her days from now are blessed. So what are we even talking about? Are you in your life? Are you set up? Do you have your kids set up for life in the future?
I think about this sometimes. Yeah, being a celebrity must be fair annoying, man. I was thinking about the whole Will Smith thing and all of that. Yeah. And everyone's just chatting your business. But even on a smaller level, with say Krept and that, like as you said, he's woken up and everyone's just chatting about him. Like nobody knows the truth. Or
he's mad.
It must be so mad.
He might not be in the mood for people to talk about today.
Bro,
like you woke up, you got no choice. Yeah, he's mad.
Everyone's talking about your shit today. Like everyone is talking about your thing today. Dead. And like just again, bare people that know nothing. Like actually nothing.
Uninformed.
Chiming in. I would be doing this. I'll be doing this with what I don't have. It's actually
it's messy, man. It's very, very messy. But yeah, this is the environment that we're now in, and I don't know. It just breeds new characters and new storylines. But yeah, it's all part of, I guess, a growing like entertainment industry. But yeah, so shameful. I was scrolling randomly as I did in some spare time. When I'm away from politics, the environment, and stuff like that. I saw a mad post. Yeah, I saw a mad post, and people again, hypothetical, were arguing about this hypothetical whereby a woman said, "Would you let your boyfriend go on holiday with the mother of his children and the kids?"
Oh, breezy. And you're not. My current girl's not coming.
No, you're not invited. You're not invited to this party. And the comments, it was going off, and I thought, yeah, I'm allowed to have a little bit of this light entertainment.
Yeah.
But I'd just like to know where you lot sit on that side of the fence. Would you let your missus go on holiday with the father of her kids, and they can all go to Marbella or the Algarve, a little 5-day trip in the sun?
No.
Dinner.
The
Check it. Check it.
We're wearing white, bro.
Check it. Why am I invited?
Yeah, fam.
Why can't
The short answer is no, but why am I not invited?
Why can't I come?
Yeah.
I call like.
You're not one of the parents, innit? So.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm going or no one's going.
You gotta drop them airport. Gotta drop all of them to the airport and that, and just man, go home.
Nah. Not for me. No,
impossible.
Nah, it can't happen unless I'm going as well. It can't happen.
Yeah, no, that's
it cannot happen.
No, that it can't run, man. It can't run. Like, modern families these days are all sorts
blended,
of
the blended thing, yeah.
And I'm not mad at it because, like, I've preed it. The more man's living in that, sometimes things don't go to plan, bro. Sometimes this happens. Sometimes that happens. Yes. You might be in love and then fall out, and you can't make it work. But you got children. I get it. But if you're in that position, respect is a must, and everyone has to respect everybody else's thing. Everyone needs to be invited.
You feel disrespected by that?
Absolutely, man. Are you mad?
Right, what, going on holiday with?
So let's say I've met my girl. She's got a youth already, and she's got an ex, and they're going together and playing Happy Families.
Oh,
and that's the situation, right? I've read it right here.
Yeah.
Well, tell me why I'm not invited. Somebody tell me why I'm not invited.
One of the angles I saw, was why should a child be deprived of a holiday with both parents?
Oh, allow it, man.
New partners. The children and their needs should always come first.
I don't even disagree with that statement per se.
Is it not? It's not. And you know what? It's these.
I do disagree with it a little bit.
These active buzzwords. Insecure new partner. Like.
Yeah.
Is it insecurity or?
Don't say that.
Is it okay? Is it okay? It's an irrational insecurity, maybe.
No, I don't think it comes from insecurity. I'm not saying that.
Not really.
It's going to happen or whatever. But why? Tell me why I can't be there. It's not like don't use.
It's like a logic. Yeah, it's a logical thing. It's like why? Yeah, this doesn't actually make sense.
Why can't I be there? I'll take photos. I don't care, but I'm being there, bro.
I'm not taking photos.
I want your family photo. Like, I don't care. I get that there, but why? Why aren't I there? Like, it's nice. I'm gonna
say, why can't I get an invite? Yeah,
bro.
It must be an awkward one to bring to the table, man. But people saying insecurities are screaming and all that. But I don't think there's an issue with being insecure or.
There isn't, Dan. It's not. It's actually. It's normal.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's normal. But for me, no. Like Rich is saying, it just doesn't make sense. Like it literally.
Where we all stay in, like where,
none of it makes sense. And I guess not cheap.
Hey, I'm sorry, Les, but it's bare dumb, like it's actually bare dumb.
Which is actually upset.
No, it's bare dumb, like. So like your relation, you had your relationship, it failed, didn't it? So I'm the new guy. I'm in it now, and okay, cool. We're gonna pattern everything for the kids, cool. But I'm coming. Like we can, everything can be happily family with me.
All the kids are coming on holiday with their mum and me. Or we'll do a holiday. There's never a reason why it needs to be you two that go on holiday with the kids. Nah, this is.
He wants to come. He can come and get his own room.
That must be tough, man. Getting the FaceTime from them at dinner and everyone's all smiling. Kids are a couple orange juice, Coca-Cola's in, drinks are flowing.
It looks
limoncello.
Family picturesque. It's starting to feel like family. I'm starting to feel like family again.
With the ready meal. It's
in the trenches.
It's a no from me, man. But yeah, I saw it, and people surprisingly were like, "Nah, it's like you lot are just insecure. Let that family be a family. Give the kids time with both of their parents alone." I said, "Raw."
Yo, if that family would have wanted to be a family, it would be a family. That's the rules. Like, if you really wanted to be happy together, you would have been. You would have made it happen. You might have been unhappy, but you would have been together. You would have made it work. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, I don't see how that works or makes any sense, to be honest. Yeah, I'd have to be. Yeah, I have to be there. Otherwise, it's not gonna happen. I'm saying it's not gonna happen.
But yeah, I think it's in this instance. I think it's very okay and understandable to be insecure. But yeah, I just wanted to run that by you. That was some light entertainment. Whilst I wasn't focused on being productive and whatnot. Also, this week Rishi and Boris they've been fined for their COVID party. Yada yada yada. Have we had enough of this government, this chapter? Shall we move on? Because it's probably the most depressing thing in the history of man.
Yeah, I saw it pop up in the news, and I was like, we still talking about this? I thought we kind of moved on. Whether something happens to them or not, or they get fined or whatever, I don't think it does much for the average man, the general man or woman. It's just a bit of satisfaction that these people can be punished, if you want to call that a punishment. But in actual real life terms,
I'm sorry,
I've been
staying out of UK politics. What were they fined for?
They breached the rules at the time. So they were partying.
COVID rules.
Yeah. Whilst we had to sit and go through and endure Zoom quizzes, our new found hobbies that we had for a little bit. These lot were just partying whilst we were indoors.
Okay, it was for that. Yeah, sorry, Les, I kind of cut in, but I think you were saying that
day in court. Yeah,
it's good that they've been made to pay for their consequences.
Yeah.
I think it kind of is, but it kind of isn't. It's good that they're being held accountable, but why find the rich? Is that looking up a man that's already in prison, or is that the other way around? It's just not. It's not really changing anything.
Yeah.
It's as the word we're using all the time these days. It's like performative. How much were they fined? It would have been some light fine.
Yeah, supposedly
Rishi related to the richest family in the UK and shit like that.
He's had a tough 2 weeks.
Yeah, his things. Yeah, he's been in the news a lot.
Supposedly, this is ruling him out of becoming the prime minister, and some people say it's a play to stop him from climbing that ladder.
I could see that. He was doing well. That boy was owning the pandemic. Doing well.
Yeah, he's been two strong body shots in the space of 10 days. Probably rules him out, man. But yeah, I just think it's just a shame, and sums up the kind of times we're living through. Somewhat unprecedented, but very, very shambolic. One rule for us and another rule for them.
That's why
as always
we should expect that. What else was on the agenda? Anything else caught your ideas? Actually, we haven't even introduced the show.
I don't even know what episode.
No, we haven't.
We just started rolling.
Go on, Rich, do your thing.
I'm gonna say it with my chest, and Mike's not here, so God knows if we're gonna be correct.
I don't even know what number episode we're on.
I'm gonna say Yo Mandem Podcast episode 242. Am I right?
Sounds right.
Sounds believable.
Sounds right. Yeah, I'm fucking with that.
We're getting verified. I don't even care. I'm gonna say it with my chest.
It is what it is. We're here. Now you're right. 242. Yeah.
Free flow. We're just going off the top of the dome today.
Freestyling.
Ripping up the script.
Yeah, we didn't even ask. Yeah, how's everyone's week's been? Like, it's Easter, we've been out, the weather.
Oh yeah, happy Easter, by the way, boys. We actually recorded.
Yeah, Sunday. Yeah, happy Easter, gents. This week's just passed. Nothing really. Was out. When was I out? On when we got Friday. We was out on Good Friday. Yeah, just went gym with Dan, Sharif, Mike was there as well. And then we was just out in the evening for like a couple drinks and some food. So like
the new local sport, isn't it?
Yeah. I like little Good Friday. It was a Good Friday in the end as well. And that's just chilled, man. Just taking. It feels like I've not had much annual leave off of work this year so far. So it felt like a holiday much needed, or a few days much needed. Because like Thursday, I basically did nothing at work. It was
looking forward to that.
Yeah, it might as well have been a weekend. But yeah, man, been pretty chilled recently.
I like that. Rich, I think you've had a bit of a different week.
Bit of a whirlwind. So we didn't record last week, right?
No.
I feel like that was mainly due to me. Sorry, guys. I feel like I'm saying that quite a bit these days.
But life, man.
Life is life. Yeah, had some family and friends come out to Cyprus for a bit. So been like entertaining, driving around. Had some friends come over for a week, followed by family practically the day after for 4 or 5 days. So it's been, and I've been working and shit like that as well. So it's been busy, but it's been good, man. It's been a lot of fun. I was chatting to my manager at work, and I told him that, oh yeah, my mum's coming out and family and all of that, nephews and all of this. And I was chatting to him like after a few days they've been here, and I was like, man, I feel like a dad or something. Like I'm just like, they're organizing, like rented like a 7-seater whip, like my parents used to do back in the day when we were going on a holiday. But I was driving it, couldn't fall asleep in the back like I used to. Like Dad, I'm falling asleep a million times. Rich, in anybody's whip, that's my zone. But yeah, I've been on point, and I've been waking up, driving to hotels, making sure everyone's up and ready for a certain time, making sure we pack the right stuff, go down to the beach, we bought all the right stuff, grab a packed lunch. So yeah, no, it's been, my last couple of weeks have been good. It's been good to have people come out here. And to just do some shit, like to just, I mean, that's like, is that one of the good things about being in a warmer climate? Like you don't really have to do much in a way.
Okay.
You just got to be ready for things. It's like, oh yeah, let's just go beach and chill. Bought like loads of water guns. You might have seen them. I got like bucket and spade for the little ones. But no, it was just a good like all round kind of family fun week or some shit like that. It's been good, man. It's been hectic, but it's been good. I'm actually knackered now.
Yeah, I was gonna say hosting. Must take, and I feel like hosting maybe one event is somewhat tiring. And the prep that goes into it, like if you have people around and like you're cooking and yada yada yada, that's tiring. But then doing it over a prolonged period must be draining. Like, yeah,
it's a lot, man. It's a lot, but it's worth it. It's worth it, man. It's just like friend of the show, Natty came out, and Natty's as fucking annoying as Natty is, yeah. I'm reminded, like, the guy's a guy, man. He's a guy. Like there's one time, like Natty's got in the water. The seawater is quite cold, isn't it? And he's just splashing it, and he's like, bro, you would have thought it was his first time he's been in the water, like, he's dunking his head and shit like that. It was just bare funny, man. But no,
Mandem Catalyst, good. You know.
Yeah. The boy's that guy's a good time, man. He's a good time. But no, it was proper nice. And I guess I've done like loads of hosting and stuff like that, but I've never had people come to stay before. Like spend the night, so you're literally the whole day. But that was really good as well. It was a proper good time, man.
You say up late debating.
Oh, bro! First night,
what we doing tomorrow?
3 a.m. Up until 3 a.m. chatting shit.
Oh, 3 a.m. putting the world to rights.
Yeah, literally, Dan. And then it was a good time. Tired and all of that, but I wouldn't change it, man. It's been good, proper good.
It's a beautiful thing, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dan, what's your week been, sir?
Mine's been all right, man. Fully recovered from the torture of the flu. I think I've shaken it off fully. Had me on the ropes. But yeah, man, bounced back. The weather's been like lovely, so I've just been trying to be outside as much as possible. And I mentioned it on the show, but yeah, I'm set to have a kid in like 2 weeks. So life has changed.
I feel like now is like I should cue like the Joe Biden clapping hands.
Yeah. We need to sort out our soundboard. But yeah, that's all that's happening. So a million thoughts running through my head.
Yeah.
Some things like how much sleep am I gonna get? What's he gonna look like? When's the first time we're gonna all step out the yard together? There's bare things, guys.
Yeah.
But inside, I'm like a swan. So on the surface,
yeah. Under the water,
cruising through that water, underneath
the feet are going mad.
It's chaos. It's absolute chaos, but organized chaos. So yeah, man, all of that is happening. So I'm just making the most of the time, the free time that I have left. And prepping and planning for the new arrival, man. So this is all happening. So it's nice, I think, to have a bank holiday just before.
Definitely.
Decompress and chill out a little bit.
Yo, sorry, boys, I got kicked, man. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah, you're on two screens. Oh yeah.
No,
I think it's killed me now.
Mm-hmm.
Let me record, big man.
2 seconds. Yeah, go on.
Cheers. Yeah, sorry, Dan.
No.
Yeah, if there's anything like my last 2 weeks, boy. Good luck, fam.
It's gonna be that times 18 years, man. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of picking people up, driving.
Yeah.
I might need bring the bucket and spade back when you come, Rich.
Yeah.
I feel like that might be needed ever so soon. But no, man, away from that, it's been a good week, man. Fair bit of health, good food. There's not much more I can ask for, man.
Amen.
It's been a beautiful thing. And I think one last thing before we go. Elon Musk wants to buy Twitter. I am probably the most unimpressed Elon Musk observer. Like, people sing his praises and all this. Like, I genuinely don't care about Elon Musk.
You don't think Elon Musk is a legend, then?
No, is he should he be on the Mount Rushmore of Twitter or business people, aspirational business people, Mount Rushmore?
What don't you like?
Gary V, Elon Musk,
Gary V,
that Stephen guy, who does those videos,
Stephen Barnett or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Diary of a CEO.
Diary of a CEO. Yeah.
Mount Rushmore of self-help business promoters. Elon Musk is definitely on there. But yeah, I just don't know, man. I can't take to him. He seems like, and this is like, we shouldn't say this, but he's just strange to me, man. No, I wasn't going to go that far.
He's an Asperger still. I'm sure he is.
I don't understand him. Like, I just don't. People sing his praises. I get it. Cool. Electric cars, space, X. Yes.
No. Dan's got a way of doing this, you know. Dan's got a way of just belittling
rubbishing man's achievements.
Greatest achievements in the modern day. You don't rate it, that. You're not here for it.
No, I'm like electric cars, all that. That's good stuff.
I think it's the antics.
Good. But he's just not for me, bro. Like, I'm not gonna be screaming Elon Musk in any WhatsApp group or down the pub. Like, he's not my guy, man. But
let me ask you this, Dan. Is there anyone in that space or realm that you do rate? And why don't you? What's the difference between them and Elon? Because I think you might just not rate that space.
I think you're possibly right.
That's what I think. And I don't think he's in the same. I wouldn't put him in the same space as like Gary or any of the people you mentioned, to be fair.
Who's the Twitter guy?
Jack Dorsey. Yeah,
Jack Dorsey.
Jack, I don't really, Jack. And then what's Facebook? Zuckerberg? Like, yeah, man, these guys, man. These guys. Well, give me the Richard Bransons, man.
It's an old school.
Yeah, bring them man back.
What about
man.
Bezos? You were singing his praises the other day, no?
Bezos is kind of okay, yeah. Shall I tell you why? Because he does some things that I kind of relate to. Like, got pricked.
The Gucci shirts and that.
He went gym, the shirts, and then got his new younger model. Like, I'm like, oh, that's kind of huge. Like,
he's flexing with, Bezos flexes with the Pete. That's what he does.
Yeah, like, if we're gonna do it, let's do it. But Elon, what's he named his son, like, Symbol or something?
Oh, something mad. I can't remember the youth's name, but it's like an acronym.
Can't pronounce it, innit?
Yeah, it's mad. I think it's got a couple numbers in the name as well. It's one of those mad ones.
Man.
Not here for it.
No, man. No. But yeah, he's set to buy Twitter or something. He's trying to buy Twitter.
He became one of the largest shareholders, I think. But now there's rumors that he's actually going to buy it outright. Mm-hmm. He can afford it.
I see the fanboying, singing the praises, and it's kind of similar to the Krept and Konan thing. Sorry, the Krept and the nursery fees. People just going crazy online. I'm just thinking, bro, he don't know you, man. But that's okay.
Yeah, he's an interesting character, man. In that, like, I feel like typically billionaires are hated. Like, no one wants to care. No one. Like, you're completely unrelatable person. Like, you've reached the highest highs. You're beyond rare. You're one of maybe 1,000. 1%. Yeah. You're mad rare, and I don't know. I think I would say I like him, but I think he's just more interested more than anything. He's bare interesting, bro. Like, I don't feel like there's anyone who is in that position that is as vocal, for one, and that is sounds like a mad thing to say for when we're talking about billionaires, is as ambitious as him. Like, bro, a man's trying to take us off the earth. Like, that's wild. Like, that ain't normal.
You know, it might have been when he was smoking weed with Joe Rogan.
Oh,
yeah. That pops up in my head quite a bit.
It's awkward.
I said, man, that's not.
But like, I think to what Rich is saying, I think it's that side of him that people take to. It's the like Rich saying, people for the most part dislike billionaires for whatever reason, but it's that relatability thing that we were talking about with UK artists before. It's we feel like you're like one of us and you're mad rich and you want to do like weird shit like Samantha Space and all that.
And you're kind of for the people.
Whatever that means.
Whatever that means, exactly.
As much as a billionaire can be for the people.
Can be for the people, yeah.
Yes, people, I saw a tweet saying like, show me an ethical billionaire and I'll,
Yeah. So that, like, for me, that's the part of him that I'm like, okay, he must be like decent because he does like normal things.
He's a disruptor. Yeah, he's trying to like. I think people just are attracted to that side of him as well. The anarchy, like, everyone's how long all we've known is petrol cars. He's gonna come in and shake up the industry. Tesla, everyone kind of knows about Tesla. There's never been a Tesla advert. You've never seen a Tesla advert. It's all word of mouth. He does shit different. And he
got a ghostwriter though, and he uses someone else's homework. Or he's copying someone else's flow, I heard.
For what? The electric car thing?
Yeah.
I have heard that. Yeah,
there's a fair bit of that. And then I saw some next thing about how if any product had a recall rate of like 60%, people would be like, this is ridiculous. Like,
yeah, I've heard the Tesla cars aren't the greatest.
See, I've heard all the opposite, but it's interesting. I've heard it's like it's like a car. It's not like a car in a way. And all kinds
if you get one that works, yeah.
That works, yeah.
It's
depends what echo chamber you're in. Yeah, yeah.
Different Twitter spaces still. But back to the actual Twitter thing. He wants to buy Twitter. How do you feel about it? Seeing as we're talking about this episode is basically about talking about things that we can't do. Positions we're not in.
Speak for yourself, bro.
Yeah, I think he should just keep it the same. He keeps it the same. We're good, man. He start trying to charge me in that as people keep the rumors are alluding to. Then I'm out. But he says, what is it? I think one of the key elements of his move is to protect like free speech and that kind of stuff. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. But yeah, man, just keep it the same and maybe less of them adverts that keep popping up, man. I keep getting too many adverts on my timeline.
Yeah. I'm getting loads, and you get them in the comments now.
Scary, yeah. I'm just not interested in ads. Come on, man. That's my thing. Just keep making that. But yeah, keep it the same, man. Product's good.
Yeah, I think if it changes too much, if he ever happens to take over, which I don't think will actually happen, just keep it more of what it is. I can't remember what I was watching the other day, but they were talking about like Twitter versus like Facebook, Instagram. Like Instagram's changed, Twitter's changed as well, but Instagram, I think the purpose of it has changed so much that you don't even know what to use it for anymore. It's like just so much going on. It's just a bit like
quite far from what it originally was.
Yeah. What's the user's purpose here, really? But yeah, if he takes over Twitter, just keep it more of the same. Like Dan said, get rid of the ads, and just make it better however they can make it better, but keep it mostly the same as it is.
Less spaces.
Turn the
decibels down in the spaces.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. I don't think he will.
No.
But I like the idea to see what would change if he did. But I don't think it would change dramatically. I think a lot of people who got banned would be reinstated. A lot of people that got cancelled. I think that's what he's kind of anti. A lot of the cancel culture, which I see, I can see. I feel like things are in a place where they're getting a little bit wild. Like, I mean, it's most of it comes from a good place, but it's getting a bit techie. Like, but fuck knows, we'll see, or we won't see, because I don't think he's gonna buy it. But yeah, man,
watch this space, man. Watch this SpaceX.
Hey.
What I'd say. Any bring-ins, dear gentlemen?
Yeah, I got to bring in big tune. One of the tunes I've had on repeat recently. Shout out Matt, because he bust me on it. And I would say it's a tune from a Tottenham legend, in my opinion. The artist I'm talking about is Frisco. He just released the Tottenham EP. Anyone that's from Tottenham or the surrounding area might recognize the artwork.
Is it the snail?
Tottenham iconography.
Bro, that should be in the National Galleries, Tate Modern, Tate that.
That building needs to be listed, fam. I don't want to get knocked down nothing. You just got to keep that brick wall there, because that is legendary. The tune I'm going to bring in is Frisco's Bad and Clean featuring Infamous Isaac. It's a vibe, man. It's just a high energy tune, and man.
Nice. Cold.
Vibes.
Very, very cold.
Dad?
This week, my bringing is from... It's that time of the year, man. Yeah, the sun's coming out. It's a bank holiday. So yeah, we're playing the kind of garagey two-step type stuff. It's DJ Kent, and the tune is called Falling. And it features Maleloka Halelele. Very, very cold tune.
Cold.
Nice. My bringing this week is from Vince Staples' Ramona Park album. I think there's more to the name. Let me get the name of the album. I think it might just be Ramona Park Broke My Heart is the name of the album. And the tune that I'm gonna bring is called When Sparks Fly.
Peace.
I've heard good things about this new.
Yeah. I was halfway through it. I need to listen to the rest of it, but I got a long journey today, so I'll play it during that.
We've got time.
Oh man.
Cold. When we dropping, boys? We dropping Monday? Like holiday or
whenever you feel, man.
Whenever this lands. when it lands, it lands.
All right. That was episode 242. It's the Mandem Podcast.
Keep it locked.